We just go over the things that we went over before. It's kind of like the same game plan, but just prepare for them to play differently with plays that worked and like expect more pressure on the guys who actually did well in the game. So we just gotta our game plan basically just to stay focused and stay poised throughout what happens throughout the game.
Learn from North Carolina when you played in the last time?
Um, their bigs are like the main players on their team, so everything runs through them. So we gotta play a lot of post defense, and we still gotta close out to the shooter on the perimeter.
Given how you played against them last week, how much more of a focal point are you expecting yourself to be, when they play against you defensively?
I mean, I hit 4 threes, so I'm just expecting them to just close out and keep up on the plays that were working when we're hitting the threes. So it's just a matter of making the right play and just playing through all the adversity.
There's a couple guards that are questionable for Saturday's game. Do you feel like you guys can maybe press a little more and down their big guys, put more pressure on them with some doubles or stuff like that?
I mean, even if those guards like weren't questionable to play, I think we can still pressure them because we have a couple press plays set up that like the bigs get the ball at the other end of the court, we make them take up the court. So I think that it'll open up more opportunities for us, yes, but it's still pretty much the same game plan.
With Odisha in the last one, you had to defend those bigs a lot. Do you anticipate the same amount required from you in this one?
But yeah, nothing's gonna change. D's gonna come back in the game. He gonna go to guard at first. I'll stay on the bigs. Same thing.
What did you learn that first time going against them that you think might help you the second time around?
I learned like what shoulders are they going off, like what's their tendencies, so I can stop their tendencies and make it hard for them to score.
You seem like someone, Justin, who adapted. Once the injury scare was over, who adapted to college basketball really quickly, where you came in and made it an immediate impact. What do you think it is about you as a player, or about everything or about your preparation before getting here that kind of helped make it that way, that helped make this not as difficult of a transition?
I mean, every level I went to, from middle school to AAU to high school, I've had to adapt. So it's like pretty much ingrained into me just to adapt to like the new things, the new environment, and just play to my best ability and play to what the team needs me to do.
What for you were the biggest adjustments to college basketball, especially once the games got going?
Speed and strength. That was my had to get like adjust. I'm still working on the strength part. My speed got better, but it's just a matter of like your mentality. Like yeah, they might be stronger than you, but you gotta fight until that whistle blows. So that's my mentality basically.
You've been playing pretty well lately. Are you finding teams defensing you different or playing you different than they were playing you in November?
I do. I felt that like last night that every time we went on a certain play, they would like close out to me in three and make sure I wouldn't get a three off. So I'm starting to see it, but I still gotta just play like to my strengths basically. Start driving the ball more and just play, just like make the right play for the team.
As kind of a swingman who has to move both ends of the floor, you have to move from inside to outside a lot. Are you comfortable in that role?
That's been my role my whole life, so yeah, I'm pretty comfortable in that role.
I think you've played at least about 36 or 37 minutes the past, I think, 4 or 5 games here. Are you feeling, we had talked with Coach Casey a lot last year about what he had called the freshman wall, where guys aren't used to playing these many games in this compressed of a timeline. How generally are you feeling at this point in the season right
I mean, everybody's tired, but it's just like a mentality. Like you gotta just be like we got another game coming up soon, so we just gotta fight through everything. Like it's all adversity, so I'm used to fighting that, so I feel good.
With two straight conference losses, do you guys feel like there's a little more pressure in these upcoming games, kind of getting wins?
I don't feel like it's pressure. I just feel like we just gotta be better as a team and just make the right plays and just make a decision on the court just to get the W. So I just feel like we personally as teammates want like to start winning again. Like we don't like the feeling of losing. So like within the locker room it's pressure, but I don't think with anything else we don't have pressure now.
now? What are the past, I was curious, after a loss like that against Louisville, what for the team of the past couple days been like as far as trying to move on from that?
At the end of the game, we just told each other, we didn't leave the locker room. We slept like an extra 20 minutes. And he was like, we just gotta like let this one go. Like every time we lose a game, we gotta let it go on to the next one. We can't dwell on the past. We just gotta take our mistakes and just use them as lessons to be better in the next game.
So I guess in a situation like that, aside from trying to improve on things that you maybe didn't do that well that game, how much of that that kind of goes back to leading that game in the past and not bringing it up that much? Like, is it some coaches talk about?
I mean, we always have film on like those kind of games, like just to remind us like what our mistakes were, but at the same time remind us that they're fixable mistakes. Like it just starts with us, so we just gotta take it for what it is and just boom, move on and just keep it in the back of our head like we gotta fix this and that and just do it.
Every conference game except one has been decided by single digits. What kind of pressure does that put on on the team and the players, knowing that there's such a fine line between winning and losing?
I mean, we know like it's rough to lose like that, but we just gotta we look at it as like the little tic tac things that we do during the game that can decide the game. We don't like we're young, so we didn't really look at it as those certain plays could hurt us, but we starting to realize that and starting to realize like what it takes to actually win a lot of games in a row.
Gerald is coming off an injury right now. Is there any advice that you gave him from your experience coming off an injury earlier this year?
I tell like every day after practice we normally shoot, and I tell him like don't be afraid, cause if you're afraid like you'll never do it. So like if you want to go dunk, dunk. Don't be afraid of your ankle. Like it's not gonna get you can't get hurt again right now. Like you're working out on it. Like just play, just do you basically.
You think that's holding him back a little bit?
His ankle, I feel like it has put like set him back a little bit, but he right now has to just get over like his own like mental hump. Like he has to just fight through like what he's going through inside, like thinking about it. He's got to play instead of thinking about his ankle.
Considering that you had the knee injury early and you almost didn't play this season, have you surprised yourself? Have you been able to be as consistent and as productive as have you been?
I haven't surprised myself. No, like this is what I plan to do. Like I plan to come in and make an immediate impact for the team and help us win games. And I'm just confident in my game and confident in what I do. So I'm not really surprised at myself.
Were you worried at the beginning that maybe you wouldn't play this year?
No, 'cause when I got hurt, like the next day, I told coach I'm gonna play this year. So I really wasn't like worried. He was like, no, I'm not. Like they didn't think I was gonna play because like the injury did look bad. It wasn't looking up, but I just always kept faith. Like I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. Never got down on myself. And I just worked out to just get back to where I am now.
You obviously had the 3-point outburst against North Carolina. You hit 2 clutch free throws against Louisville. Do you consider yourself a clutch player, and where do you think that comes from, if so?
I don't know. I'm just confident. Like my coaches give me confidence. My teammates give me confidence. So when it's time to knock down a big shot, I feel like I can make it, and I feel like I'm there for them.
Does something shift in your mentality? Is there a change whenever it gets down to those crunch time moments?
It's like basically do or die. Like I want to win. Like I love winning, and I hate the feeling of losing. So it's like if I want to win, like I gotta be able to step up and make big plays even at a young age.
Where do you think that confidence comes from? Have you kind of always had that?
I actually come from my parents. Like they used to like put a lot of confidence in me, and just like tell me to always stay positive and just say you can do it instead of saying you can't. So that's where my confidence comes from.
I guess speaking of your family there, I saw where your brother's been doing pretty well in his first season at St. John's. Like, as you guys both kind of make your way in college basketball and, you kind of start to assert yourselves, how much have you all kind of shared your experiences with each other and talked about everything going on?
We coach it every day. So after practice, like, I'm gonna call him after practice, and we just talk about like what's the differences in our schools, like what can we both do better. Like yesterday, I sent him his stats and my stats, and I told him just to pick it up, like just to be better, basically.
Obviously you're on different teams in different conferences. Is there any kind of friendly competition there?
Yeah, always. I mean, we always talk about like what happens if we play each other one day. I mean, we're gonna win, but
Would you like to see that happen? Pitt versus St. John's?
I would love to see that happen.
Talking to Coach about it?
I'm trying to.
Is he listening?
I don't know.